I was looking at that. I thought y'all was on purpose.
Look, I'm asking somebody. Look, lend me your hand.
That was crawling.
Nah, it's
Wait,
$100 million
Spider-Man.
houses, $200 million phone.
So, French Montana selling his crib. Right. How much you think he was selling his crib for?
I mean, I would have to see it.
It was huge. It was big. Had his studio and everything in there. How much you think he was selling it for?
There's no telling really. If it's over there, it could be $100 million.
Yeah.
It could be $50 million. It could be $40 million.
Mine sound decent.
His house.
And then Rose Estate.
His house went. His house was on the market for $4 million.
$4 million flat.
Yes. Well, it was five. It was they put it at $5.
Bro, that
But
shit. I mean,
$4 million
to have that information does nothing
this
for
year.
me though.
Late last year.
I mean,
And I was like,
is that confirmed though? $4 million. There's $4 million houses in Orland.
I know.
Like Frankfurt.
I know.
I mean,
That boy so.
They were selling his crib for $4 million with $1 million studio in there.
if anything, that's a short sale, but you have to see like.
But apparently, it's a
burn.
whole market of houses in LA or near LA under 10 million, like that are huge, like big houses, like 5
So the
bedroom,
question,
4 bathroom houses
Mm-hmm.
that are huge, and they were like, and I didn't know that they were that cheap until I was watching this show. I was like,
Montana.
ain't no way that house going for less than 10 million.
I could
Montana.
see taxes and utilities being insane though, especially like in the hills or something. Because your taxes is probably crazy. And I mean, it's California. That's why people leaving. And then imagine like the cost it took to run plumbing and whatnot through the hills and electric wire. That all goes into your
I mean, we can
utility
always
costs.
Tim, we gonna look at it right now.
On Redfin.
Redfin. That's what I should go on.
That's I don't know what you're looking for.
The house
Oh,
in
I mean, Redfin, Zillow,
Zillow.
owners.
Let me see.
While he's looking that up, this is season 2 of Real Nonsense with your host, PGE.
Not the game show. Not the game show host. This is season 2.
PGE.
I'm JC.
Jay Clark, welcome back.
Facts.
What's up, y'all? Okay, so we looking up houses
In the hills.
in Beverly Hills. No, Beverly Hills is gonna be. They gonna be like maybe 20, 30 million. But
what's that rush hour
so
song?
Calabasas.
Why was he selling it for so cheap? That's the question.
No, he wasn't selling it. That's what the realtor.
That is
appraised
a
it at.
question.
That's what he appraised it.
That boy trying to
That's what the
liquidate some
they
funds,
went over
right?
there and was like, we could probably get 4 or 5 million for this house.
Nah, he trying to sell that.
But
Montana,
Possibly, it's a
Montana
reason it
needs some
was a
money.
Story. He probably went with a different appraiser because I don't make.
No, he gave her the sale
I don't,
because it was on the show.
Montana
like,
need that bread, boy.
Ain't no houses. for sale.
Montana.
French Montana making money off pop that, bro. You don't need. I hope.
Ah, that pop that shit.
But at the
It is
same
eternal,
time,
though. That pop
a
that is
house
eternal, though.
that would cost 200,000 here is like $1 million there.
Yeah,
So
that's why 4 million just wouldn't. I don't know how you could make that.
And I was
For a house
also
in Calabasas.
right. I was also underwhelmed when I went out there and I started looking up these houses, and I'm thinking in my head, like even some of the ones in Beverly Hills, like
These are regular homes.
no, they not regular homes because they still millions of dollars, like in the same neighborhood. But like I being underwhelmed, like I thought this was maybe gonna be like 20, 30 million, and it was like maybe 10, 15 million.
Mm.
So, like, I mean, I don't know, and it depends on because Calabasas is, I mean, it's like
That's still an incredible amount of money. Like
it's still a lot.
'cause think about it,
Absolutely, it's still $4 or $5 million.
your mortgage payment is $300,000-$400,000 a month. You know what I'm saying?
It's not that much, is it?
I mean, mortgage, principal, interest,
300,000?
insurance. it's gonna be up there. I mean, you could do the 5 million, 15 million divided by 30 divided
Whew.
by 12.
Jesus.
That's just the estimate.
15 million.
Divided by 30.
Let me
30
see.
year mortgage divided by 12. Monthly payments.
15 million.
It's-
Right. Divided by 30.
Uh-huh.
Divided by 12. 41,000.
41,000 for
A month.
15 million.
15 million. That's still a lot.
$41,000 a month.
Yeah.
People get paid $41,000 a year, bro.
That's obtainable though. That's
Yeah.
that's less than
LeBron make that like every minute or something like that.
41,000 a month. That's not terrible for $15 million house.
Not even thinking about buying a business.
41,000. But if nobody that has a house that expensive is paying for it themselves anyway. They got a business or some massive form of income.
Another business or a company, like depending on what kind of contract you got.
As a business, if you're not making $100K a month, you ain't really the bank. Chase ain't trying to talk to you.
Right.
Like, so if you making $100,000 a month as a business, and you the sole owner of it,
Mm-hmm.
you can afford something like that.
And many people are making.
So you making $100K a month?
Am I making $100K?
That nigga said I would not be.
That's a serious question.
My lifestyle would be completely different.
Your business picking up $100K
That's a
revenue a month?
goal. That's a goal of mine.
Facts.
I'm comfortable sharing that. That's a baseline goal.
Facts.
Uh,
I'm like, damn, that nigga said like he said that shit like that's just gravy.
That's obtainable though.
Right.
That's not no pipe dream for me in my mind. Like,
Nah, but bro, I think it's just a matter of time for you though. Like,
not for
I
me.
mean,
For
'cause that shit's
for
really
anybody,
growing.
for anybody who believe that
Facts.
shit. Like you can make $100K a month in a lot of different ways, bro.
facts.
100K, like okay, you do comedy.
Mhm.
What if you had a Patreon? What if you just blew up, right?
Mm.
You got a Patreon,
Mm.
and maybe you just give people your shows or whatever.
Mm.
It's a Patreon, so
Yeah.
whatever. But you charging $100 a month,
Mm.
Nigga.
and you got 10 million followers. You charging $100 a month. You think if Kevin Hart had a Patreon, he could charge $100 a month? Not even Kevin Hart, even half of Kevin Hart.
Dude, what's the name? Kev on stage.
Whoever, anybody with 10 million followers who could have a Patreon with $100 a month, and they got 1,000 of their 10 million followers to do that Patreon. That's $100K a month. That
Okay.
quick.
So
Bro,
so
stop it. If I had 10
That
million, if I had 10 million followers, bro, I did a $10 Patreon.
but so yeah, what's the name?
I-
Maybe you
be-
get 10,000 people to do that 10. That's 100.
Kev on stage right now.
There.
He had a he started a Patreon. So he charged. I was on there. It was $5 a month.
Jax that?
It was $5 a month.
You paid for that?
Kevin Hart.
No, Kev on stage.
Oh.
He like a gospel comedian. I don't know if you know. He on social media comedian. Not really a gospel comedian, but he a Christian and he does comedy.
Huh.
And he like made it a thing to do like clean comedy because nobody. So the crazy thing is it's like a niche market, but there's a market there of people that want to watch comedy, but it's so aggressive and vulgar that some people, especially like in church, don't watch it. So his market is like, I do clean comedy. And so he got a Patreon, like $5 a month, and I think he has like 25,000 Patreon users. So if you got 25,000 times 5 a month, that's $125,000 a month.
Easy money.
$5 a
Easy
month.
money.
Everybody paying, but he
Easy
got
money.
different tiers. I'm paying $5. He got a $5, a $10, and a $50.
Right.
Who
So
paying
if
the
every-
$50? Who?
Right, if
he got
everybody-
100 people
And
paying
people just
$50.
giving people just
And people just give
just
money.
believe
Like,
in him, so they paying him as if they was paying Netflix. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna invest in somebody that actually believes.
yeah,
in
and
himself.
a black content creator, like father, husband, like
How long people gonna do that though?
they did
how
it
long
all.
people doing that, though?
They did it enough for him to be a millionaire
how
now.
You know what's
People doing
crazy?
that,
That's why people be putting down OnlyFans. They
Yeah.
be OnlyFans girls, this and that.
Bro,
Shit,
would
you
you
gotta check
would you
them
get in a
numbers.
would you get in a relationship with OnlyFans girl? That's a real question.
You said nah. Personally, no. But I ain't.
Why, bro? Why? Why would you not?
Money is money, and if we had this conversation, like
I don't think so.
No, we ain't.
I don't think we ever even talked about.
Facts.
I see that as like betting money from a male's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Cause unless you taking, like when I win big in betting,
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever go and like buy a real estate property with that or go buy a stock. It never happens that way.
spend
Like
that.
I go blow that money. So
Facts.
it's like unless you taking that money and put it in a legit business, what takes like serious
Thought process is
like planning and whatnot. That's one thing, but I ain't never seen nobody just be rich off that. Like
off OF.
but if they
It's
got
some- it's some
100, if they
females
got
that's rich off
100,000
OF, bro. I can't
100,000
cap.
followers,
They rich off OF, bro.
100,000 followers.
But they not. I mean,
20,000.
they make good money off OF, but I don't think they rich off of it because that's two
Couple
different things.
motherfuckers. It's
motherfuckers
hard
that's
to
rich
get-
off OF, bro.
It's two different things to be able to make a lot of money doing something.
Okay, so what about
and
you?
at the same time,
What
be
about you,
rich.
JC? What about you, JC?
Would I date somebody doing OnlyFans?
Yeah.
No, but I will say
Why would you not do? Why would you not do?
because I don't want nobody selling their body. Like I want my woman. I want my woman to me and not all these other men
Facts.
and them fantasizing about my wife, fiance, girlfriend, whatever.
I feel that.
I don't want no
how you
other
think
man.
How you think Hov feel?
That's weird.
What?
Jay-Z.
That's different than OnlyFans.
How you think Offset
So
feel?
Beyonce
And they probably, I mean, they
You
probably
feel
don't
me?
care.
Beyonce never sold sex.
Yes,
Bro,
she did.
All
but,
of they ass
it-
has.
but it-
E-
yeah.
Every female artist has. Every
but
female
it's different
artist
than
has.
saying I'm selling my body. Actually,
I can't say
selling-
every female
It is
artist,
different than intentionally a woman saying, "Hey, y'all, click this, pay me this much money
Mm.
to show you my body." Than Beyonce having a music career and selling sex, and her symbol being a sex symbol.
So let me ask you this.
It's different. I see it as different
So-
because
so I'm
you're
gonna
making a
ask you-
conscious.
Same concept.
It's the same concept, but it's different than like, hey,
It
I'm
leads more
going-
to the imagination, bro. I feel like.
You said what?
I feel like Beyonce leads more to the imagination. Like you can't pay for Beyonce to be like, like you can't.
Right.
You couldn't get her no money
Right.
to do that.
Because
You feel
and we
me?
look at them as
But-
like sleazy. to
So
be
let
honest.
me ask you. Let me ask you this. Like, be real. Is OF modern day prostitution?
Yeah.
Is it online? Is there such thing as online prostitution?
Yeah, it's no different than the little spam. You ever like download the free music or movies and stuff, and then spam come up and be like, there you got such and such people in your
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
It's really no different than that.
Well,
Click this link.
How you feeling?
click this link to see such and such.
How you feeling?
It's definitely. I mean, yeah. I would say yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Facts.
I will say I've looked at it differently, because OnlyFans people like I always go to the extreme of they getting butt naked on there but a lot of girls not. They alluding to they gonna get naked,
And
but
don't.
but they
And
never
don't. And no.
So
you spent some.
Mm-mm, no. I know people. I know people.
You spending bread on that?
No, I know people
I
that
ain't
did
paying
it.
for no coochie, bro.
I was on live. I'm not gonna say who.
Don't.
I was on a live with
Say
somebody
name.
I know, somebody that's in my family actually.
Are you talking about?
I'm not. You don't know. you talking about?
Whoa, say that. Say that.
But I was
Nah,
and I was listening, and they were talking about OnlyFans,
Mhm.
and it was them and their friend did OnlyFans,
Mhm.
and they was like, yeah, I ain't never. And they was asking, what all did you do on there? And the response was like, well, they thought I was gonna do this, but I never did it. I had an OnlyFans for, I think it was like 6 months or something like that, and they were like, well, I never showed anything. I always had like such and such on. I always had this on.
Whatever, bro.
I might twerk in a few of them, but other than
Whatever,
that,
bro.
I ain't show nothing.
They just got the bag, basically.
Right, and a lot of people, I know, I don't know a lot of people that did. but
Imagine getting paid just to be fine, bro.
Oh, it happens all the time. What are you
Getting
talking
paid
about?
just to be fine, bro.
Models?
That shit's crazy.
Well, never mind. They actually do work. That's
Yeah,
actually
right.
art.
I feel like if I was to answer my own question, do I feel like it's kind of a version of prostitution? Facts. I do.
Would you date a OF girl? A former? Well, she was retired.
You know it's crazy. No, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Whoa, get out my body. I wouldn't. Nah, I ain't gonna flex, bro. I wouldn't. You know what's crazy? I wouldn't because of the repercussions of that. Not even because I'm gonna say this, bro. Yes, it's prostitution, but I'm the type of dude that believes sex work is real work.
I was about to say,
I gotta say that. I gotta say that.
If
Sex work
we
is
all
real
agree
work.
It's prostitution. Is it entrepreneurship?
Yeah.
Sex work is real work.
It's still work.
Like,
Either way you flip it,
I'll be
it's
copping,
still,
bro.
It's still a form of working.
But look, situation. I mess with this girl. 10 years down the line, we got a son. My son like in like 2nd grade, 3rd grade. Come to school one day, one of his homies bring on his little iPhone, pick up his OG. Is this your mom? Is this your mom? Look, my son got to go home. Tell me that. Look, he got to tell his family. You feel me? That's what I'm scared of. That's what I wouldn't.
But you already knew.
That's what I not.
You already knew.
That's why I couldn't take it that far with her. I feel like because it'd be those repercussions. I'm thinking like that. You feel me? Or I be out to dinner with my girl one day, and one of the homies in low key been on her page. You feel me? Now he like now look, supposed to satisfy himself to my girl. This shit like
situation,
right?
Facts, bro. I
already
like,
have
what they
time.
say you gotta be
you gotta be a strong man. You
yeah.
You gotta be a different type of man. You gotta be a different type of man.
Really secure.
Facts. And securing yourself. Secure
right, because even I know my group of friends.
I can't even say securing yourself.
All
I
of
feel
the
securing
jokes
myself.
We got choices, man.
Well, all of the jokes that you gonna get from your girl and behind when you just with your guys and all the niggas talking. And they get to talking about your girl.
Stop playing before I pull your girl up on the phone.
Right. Just that. That's already going to make me melt.
Hey, tell her to drop another video, man.
I'm just going to sit there like,
Facebook.
Look, tell her to drop another video, man. I'm sure she ain't dropped it in a couple weeks, boy.
Because then
I'm ready for that.
The guy's going to go crazy like,
So like PJ Washington, how do we get
He got
to
sauce
that?
out of bread, bro.
How do we get
he
to
definitely
that?
did.
He got sauce out of bread by a grown-ass woman.
He married
and I
her.
say that.
He married her, right?
Nah,
he didn't.
Nah,
he
nah,
didn't.
nah.
He just got sauce out of baby,
She looking
bro.
for her next victim.
Bro, she got sauce out. Bro, she's grown as fuck. My man PJ in his 20s. Shorty like 30-something.
PJ took a L, but it's a L.
They said free PJ, man.
70,
But
80%
what
of that.
sucks?
Her
is
name
even-
Brittany. That shit was bogus, yo. I
don't know, though.
Okay.
Cause
Shorty name Brittany.
that's so obvious. How do you
Bro,
I mean,
bad bitch come seduce guy.
older,
Tell
elder.
over. Look, what was she doing to make folks believe I can put a baby in this bitch?
But
Probably
she-
in folks' ear. I want you.
No,
I'm
but
gonna
you
correct
know
you.
when-
She not no bad. She not no bad bitch. Cause she too
Okay,
old.
she's solid. She's
She's
solid.
a grown woman. She's a woman.
she
I
was
bet
at-
you-
She
I
was
bet
at the
you-
end. She was at the
How
end
old
of
is
her prime.
she? How old is she?
She like 33, 30.
No, she's not that old. She's still in her 20s.
Man, that.
She not 20.
Brittany
I think she
Rauner or
30s
something
for
like that?
sure.
Her name like Bundle of Brittany. Look that up, gang. Look that up.
Brittany Rauner.
She got elder on
Right, she like 30-something.
You think
PJ
so?
like 21.
No, because they was talking about. Hold on, let me see.
Brittany Renner.
That's what it is.
She can't talk to Dion and them boys.
Facts.
Jackson State.
Fat, why she come talk to me?
I say that.
That was weird. I'm
She
like, Dion, you
said,
tweet
"You
with
see
that
one
one, bro.
looks
Yeah,
like
she
me?
29.
Stay away. 29.
Yeah, that's why I said that because they was talking about her being like at the end of her prime, and she was she was basically trying to catch somebody that was just coming in because all of the older niggas knew who she was and was like, we not
Facts.
mess with you
Facts.
because we know what you about. And
29, PJ like 21, like 23.
Well, she started talking to him when he was at Tennessee State. Is that where they?
So he was like
Nah,
19,
he went to
18.
He was like Kentucky or something. Pretty sure.
So folks was like 19, 18 while she was talking to folks.
Yeah.
Grooming.
How
Yeah.
facts?
Straight grooming.
How was that not?
I mean, he 18,
How's that not predatory
Whole
shit, bro?
time, that's like
but he 18.
So what?
What you mean? So what? That's
Well,
the age.
He just got to legal age, and as soon as you get to legal, if that would have been a grown man,
No, that's
If it
not
been
true.
A grown man, it would have been a different movement.
That's not true.
I'm trying to think
Almost
of a
30?
comparison. Who hot on the internet right now?
Almost 30?
That's like
well,
okay.
Well,
that's like,
how about this?
Almost 30,
Who's
bro?
sitting in this room?
what you mean?
My girl just turned 22. I'm 28.
That's a strong difference between 29.
No, she
and-
just
and
turned 20.
18.
No. She just turned 20. She's 20. She was born in 92, a year before me.
Okay, so
And dude, what is he? 22 now? I think he's the same age as Lene. I can't remember.
22?
But she was like 26, 27 when she started talking to him.
26, 27.
To 18.
To 18.
19.
That's
Yeah.
that's still
That's
a lot
not-
of fucking time.
That's
bro.
not really.
That's 8 years. That's at
That's
least
not a lot.
That's at least 7, 8 years,
That's not a
bro.
lot. I mean, my aunt and her husband, they 10 years
He
apart.
just got out of. This is just got out of high school, guy.
And this the
This is just got legal,
it's
guy.
the stature too. It's like I
Well,
don't
she
know.
definitely was. She was
Facts.
a predator
And
on
they-
him in the way of she saw that he had something.
and
was
she
being a
went
gold digger.
and she
Yeah.
went towards it.
Yeah.
It's not like they just found each other and
Maybe
they
she
was
was in
wasn't.
love.
Motherfuckers was actively
PJ
doing
Washington ain't that cold. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. There was
that.
no.
Most mid.
When she was talking to him in college, there
Most
was
mid.
no guarantee that he was going to the league. He's a good player. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I
I
mean,
can't
yeah,
say
she
he
was
mid right
definitely-
now though. His ass decent. Right
But
now.
that, I mean, that's his fault, and that's something. Hopefully,
mid.
I don't know if he has
high
some.
mid.
Facts. You said mid average.
High mid.
I don't know that he
Above
has
average
somebody
mid.
in his circle
Telling his ass like
telling
yo,
him like, "Hey, be careful," because I mean that's what she was doing with the football team. With what's her name? Telling them like, "Hey, y'all be careful out here, because women like me, we coming to get you."
That's crazy. Look,
What's crazy is she younger
Look,
than I
that's
thought she
crazy.
was, and I'm starting to give him less of an excuse. 'Cause I thought she was like 33.
Nah.
34.
She still was on dangerous timing with that man,
Mm-mm.
bro. And only went like you get a baby folks and then disappear. That's money grab, bro. It's fact. That's
Who disappeared?
facts money grab. That's facts money grab.
You said she disappeared.
Not disappear, but you get money. You get money, and then all right, couple months after baby drop, you all of a sudden don't want to fuck with folks no more.
Well, I
Now you just want bread?
I feel sorry for her
I don't.
because women that are like that, I
Please
feel sorry.
explain.
I'm
Facts.
ready to.
Facts. I know.
I
you
feel sorry
Oh.
because women that they take that route throughout their 20s and they are in their prime, so they're using that to get the attention of men. So they're using their body, they're not using their intellect. They're not.
You pity her.
I pity her,
Huh.
her and women like her, because when that's all gone and you ain't got no banging body left, and you in your 30s and 40s, now
What you
what?
finna do?
Hopefully you got the bag
It's-
in your 20s.
Right,
Fact.
but that bag is only gonna last so long. That's like even when you're in retirement, you can have $5 million and that be gone by the time you 80.
Facts.
That's gonna get back to the money, like with the betting in the OF.
Right.
Are you gonna build a sustainable future?
And that's
off it?
right,
Like,
because
you
you're
know
not,
what I mean?
not most of the time you're not.
Realistically,
And like
Can't.
for her, in her case, she only got, and that's what everybody's saying. Like she only got so many years left. It's like the Cardi B, like the women that they sell their body for this symbol or whatever. They only have so long to do it.
Facts.
Because
Until somebody
most of the
younger.
time-
Until somebody
everybody-
younger.
You have
Fill
the
that
occasional.
place.
You got the occasional Janet Jackson that she 50 and she still look like
Nah, but ain't nobody.
nobody's watching her
Jack-
for her body, but
facts.
she still look
Fact.
for how old she is. She still look good.
Janet Jackson,
But
ain't no,
she's-
damn,
she don't-
you won't
but
say
she
like
don't look right.
Janet Jackson right now.
Right,
Janet
right,
Jackson my
right. But
top
she
3.
don't look like she in her 20s.
I say I see a video of Janet Jackson be like, I still do that. You feel me? That's what Janet Jackson
Or
is
like
right now.
I mean, like a J Lo. Like they still look
B-
like
is
oh,
B
this
40
shit
yet?
decent.
I see
Who?
Halle Berry.
Beyonce, she 40.
Halle
I
Berry
don't
up
think so.
there.
She got to be close.
Beyonce don't age though, cause she been 36 for like a decade. She been
Bro, that's that clone attack.
her age.
Look,
Clone
look,
They be,
you know
they be
you-
washing our brain every
You know,
year.
you
But,
know the
I mean,
Illuminati.
no,
you
it's-
know the Illuminati got her.
No, it's people like
They
that
gonna
that-
get her straight.
So like, you know,
They
no,
gonna make sure
there's
she
people like
lasts
that,
forever.
like LeBron. LeBron not getting older. Everybody's saying that. Oh, that nigga's still going up. I don't
Brian
care.
ass hooping, bro.
And he 36. He the I think 4th oldest player in the league. It's still at the it's still in the top 5 performers in the league. So I think in their era, depending on who you have and how much money you have, you figure out how to okay, I can keep my body like such and such if I invest this much and I do take these necessary steps
do this,
to keep
do that.
my body where I need it to still perform at this level.
Speaking of leagues,
You said speaking of what?
Speaking of leagues,
League?
the National Football League just lost a good one.
Oh no, he not going.
AB, my boy.
Another team is gonna pick him up. Too many teams
gonna pick him up.
Who do I think?
Right now,
Nobody's gonna pick him up right now, but next season somebody's definitely gonna pick him up.
AB aging though. AB's
He's
aging.
still performing though.
You said AB.
He helped Tom Brady win a Super Bowl last year.
He did.
Tom Brady.
Like
Tom Brady.
AB is still
AB.
Tom Brady ain't need no AB.
Wow. Oh look, Tom Brady did need.
There's
AB
a reason.
on the
There's a
fucking
reason
Bears,
that
boy.
Tom Brady.
Gave Tom Brady BA. and
No.
he got that ball to him.
There's a reason that Tom Brady got Gronk and AB down there.
Man, he don't need them.
Yes, he
don't.
do. He does.
Yeah,
I'm on
but
TB12, man.
He need them.
I ain't even. give him-
He needs necessary pieces.
We talking
on
about
a
7
team.
ring.
He could.
Tom,
He
dog.
could. He could have
But
slid.
Tom
he
Brady
could have slid.
needs necessary pieces.
I
and
say.
AB
I say.
wasn't one
I
of the
say what he
necessary
could have did was if he didn't want AB, he could have took Edelman. Edelman with him.
pieces. Nah, he too. They not. They're not the same type of receiver.
Who is
Edelman.
Julian Edelman without Tom Brady?
That
Who?
exactly.
Who are
But
these guys?
and
Like
they don't
I
play.
said,
They
like
don't
I
play.
said,
What's the name?
he
AB
coulda
don't play
brought-
slot.
He could have brought him with him.
Who was Gronk?
AB gon' hoo and go out and
Facts,
outrun
he would've
everybody.
did that.
Edelman just
Who was
quick.
Gronk without Tom Brady?
Whoa.
But AB is
Gronk was decent. Gronk.
AB without Tom Brady.
Who was he without Tom Brady? We don't know.
Bro, Tom Brady just a bucket passer. I can if the pass is there, I can catch the pass.
Yeah.
You can't knock his ability, bro.
No, Tom
That's
Brady is.
I'm saying
is
Gronk. I'm
amazing.
saying
Tom
Gronk. You can't.
terrific.
Tom terrific.
Terrific.
But what happened was, like, Tampa Bay looked at New England's model and simply mimicked that. That's all they did.
Yeah.
That's
Which
all they
they-
did.
which they should.
Which they should.
Do what
Because
works.
Belichick found a system that worked for Tom Brady,
How y'all feel about
and they perfected it, and they ran it for like 15 years.
how y'all feeling about Matt
Lucky Aaron
Jones?
Hernandez and Gronk can't get their run, boy. Would've been-
Yeah, that would have been
Bloody.
ugly.
How y'all
Ugly.
feel about
Bloodbath.
Matt Jones?
Who?
Bill Belichick. New
Mac
QB.
Jones?
Yeah.
Nah.
He's a guy.
Nah.
He's not the guy.
Nah.
Yeah, y'all don't think he the guy?
He's a guy. He's
No.
no Cam Newton. You know what
Nah.
I'm saying? Why they trying to oust my boy Cam out the league and messing
He a
with
black
his head?
quarterback.
Huh?
He a black quarterback.
Facts.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say he been.
Come on, now.
he
You know
ain't been performing
you
as
know
much
the
as he
league
need
pushes
to.
white
Heisman
quarterback.
Trophy winner, NFL MVP, Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah.
This Cam Newton
Yeah.
is said to be mediocre or less.
Yeah. He's a black quarterback.
He ain't been
What black
performing as
quarterback
much
do
as he
you
needs
know?
It's just laughable.
You act like you. He been performing though.
It's Cam Newton. But the thing is, though, in football, seriously, in football, when you got a quarterback, you got to ride with him. Like, if you put Cam Newton in a system with players around him and this is my number one quarterback, he going to shine. If he worried every single pass he throw, he might be benched. Like, that's not how you support a quarterback.
But
That's just-
I think I feel most for Tyrod Taylor.
yeah, he get hurt too much, though.
But I mean, you look at what he did. I think when he was with the Bills,
So Justin Fields been getting overheard.
that's because the Bears didn't want to play him because they didn't have a line yet, and they still don't.
Man, Bears are pitiful.
They are pitiful, but
Yeah,
they didn't want to play him
You
yet
still need a line
because they didn't have a line yet.
They don't get
They
him
were
hurt.
trying to do the same thing the Kansas City did with Patrick Mahomes. Play the old quarterback, train him, and get a line. And then the next season, once you got a good old line now you can run that quarterback, and that quarterback can actually have time to throw.
This season
They in that
was-
man face after a second and a half.
season was a waste. They should
Yeah. They should have tanked.
They did everything they needed to do this season, though.
They shoulda
All three
tanked.
quarterbacks played.
They should have just
Ooh,
tanked.
for
We
the
saw 'em
Bears.
all. None of the quarterbacks deserved to start the whole season. Fields shouldn't have because he was getting his ass killed. But
Bro, you getting killed because his line. I can't cap, bro. You making
All of the
smart
quarterbacks
decisions.
was getting killed because
The
of their
line,
line, and
line.
they don't got no receivers.
Can't even
But
cap.
that, I mean, that's beside the point. But yeah, like what's the name? AB. I mean, what y'all think about the the situation that happened with him? With him
What's
running
it?
off the field.
it's a little extra. He could have just walked off. If he was gonna leave, he
You
coulda
believe
just
his
walked.
story?
I feel like
Ain't nothing to believe.
Did you hear what he said? Did you see it, like his statement that he put out?
Yeah,
what his lawyer put
it's-
out?
Wait, can we go get Burger King after this? I'm just asking.
It's absolutely believable though. It's I don't even see why. Like, even when he walked off the field, I knew it wasn't.
That
like,
was not an ad, boy.
I knew it wasn't no simple shit, bro.
Folks,
You said you knew it wasn't that simple.
Instantly, people was killing him right away because it was like
I do believe he has a mental illness though.
I don't. People were saying that type
bro,
of stuff.
I
when
believe
you
he
have
does.
that
That is a
much
grown
stress on your
man.
life, bro, as a star,
Yeah.
especially as a football star, because and the position that he played makes it even worse, bro. Even worse, bro. Drop or catch,
I
play by
believe-
play.
I-
It's if you in the moment, you good, but your last catch, bro. He did what running off was kind of weird.
It's kind of weird.
I'm not gonna lie.
No,
he
but
could
it's
have
not.
walked off like bro said, but other than that,
But it's not just this situation. He's had a trail.
he had some
stuff.
weird times with the Steelers. I'm not gonna lie.
Not only the Steelers, the
Fact.
Patriots,
Fact.
and the Raiders. Like even when they was trying, like a lot of it, I
But
think he's.
You think they trying to label him as a problem? As a problem?
Expressive people are often labeled as mentally ill because people
I think
say,
he's mentally ill because he played football. He in the
because
National
people
Football
say
League.
people say and do what they want, and people be like, "Oh, he's expressing himself. He's mentally ill." Everything AB's done in the media has been him expressing how he felt, acting on how he felt, leaving the Steelers, not showing up to practice,
That's not
saying-
good business though.
saying I'm not wearing this type of helmet because I don't.
But that's not good business. He
The
also
hell is good
he
it
also
don't
went off
matter.
on his accusers.
Accused for what?
When they accused him of sexual assault and
Did
rape.
anything ever come of it?
Well, he paid off one of the girls.
Did any criminal charges ever come of it?
Yeah, he settled in court
And
with the girl in
civil court
Oakland.
or criminal court?
Criminal
That's-
court. He settled.
You can't settle with someone in criminal.
Well, I don't know if it was civil court, but he definitely settled
He
with the
probably
girl,
went
the chick.
civil court because it was a smart move.
It-
All this
maybe.
shit going on, he paid him
Right,
off, shut
maybe.
down the noise. Like
Maybe,
if ain't
know
no
it's-
criminal record, I don't
you know
believe
it's
that.
crazy, though?
I don't believe
maybe, but and I do think some of his accusers, even if they were accusing him of like doing whatever he did and it was false,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't a smart move to put them all in a group text
It's
and be
weird.
like,
It's weird how
y'all y'all ain't seen the last of me. All of it,
Look,
like and
it's-
threatening them.
It's weird how the black man is always called unruly
Man.
or dangerous.
No, but there
When he
are
expresses
systems.
how he feels,
There are
man,
systems in
it's
place,
crazy.
and once you start to act outside of that system, you got to be prepared for the consequences that come. And this
Bro,
is the consequences
screw
that
the
come.
system. What I'm getting at is like that's what. Just because he expressed how he feel, don't mean
Fact.
he's crazy.
Fact.
I don't. The sexual assault and stuff, that's a different story.
No,
but
I
there's
said
criminal-
I didn't. At first, I didn't say he was crazy because I don't think people with mental illness is crazy. That's the box that I think we as people need to adjust. Because saying you have a mental illness is not saying that you're crazy.
I
It's
hope
saying
he
that you
didn't
have
say that.
no.
brother.
It's saying it's saying that you have some things that are offset mentally, and everybody. I think to a certain degree, everybody does.
See, understand
Because
he has this,
the
bro.
amount.
There's
Nigga,
no, cause there's
Black
no
man is
correct way-
never crazy.
There's no
No.
correct way of thinking. There's no.
No, but at the same time, it's just like getting a cold. Like I don't have cancer because I got a cold. I just got a cold and I need a little bit of medicine. But I was saying, I think he's mentally ill because I think majority of people in the NFL are mentally ill.
I
Because
I
of
say it like
the
this.
blows that they take to the head that are not meant to take to the head. That's why I think he has a mental illness. I
Okay.
think everybody to a certain degree, except
not-
for some
if
people.
that was
because
the
of
reason-
what-
if
not
that was
because
the
of way
reason,
he's
bro.
acting, but because he's in the league.
I think
It's
the
a
way he's
general-
acting is a
Effect.
effect of his mental illness.
Look,
of
okay,
even like
If that's
just-
a viable reason, bro, I can say this. But at the same time, we have to allow people to be individuals, bro.
no, we
We
don't.
can't. We don't. Yes,
Not
we
when you-
do.
not when you under the
Everybody
shield.
doesn't fit in the same.
Not when you
bracket,
under the
bro.
NFL.
Why? And
Why?
that's-
Why
that's
can't
the
I?
thing.
Why can't I
Because
be an
they paying you
individual
millions.
to an
I'm paying you millions of dollars to do such and such. If you don't want to do it, bam, I'm gonna find somebody else to take your place.
Okay, but you can find a tight end and take my place, but I'm still Gronk.
Like you,
Or
right.
you can find a
Antonio
QB to take
Brown.
my place,
Right.
but I'm
Like
still
you said,
Tom
he-
Brady.
Right.
Antonio
And
You
some
feel me?
teams-
I
and
come
some
with,
teams-
I come with
Okay,
more
so
than a what's the name.
as a business owner.
I can be an individual
As a
in the
business
league.
owner, somebody can have all their opinions about your car rental company that they want,
Mm-hmm.
and they working under you,
Mm-hmm.
and they start moving a certain way. Guarantee you can have those opinions, But you could take those opinions over to Enterprise or Hertz. You can
Hey,
take them
man,
wherever you
but
want.
Look, it depends on what they producing. Cause
Ex-
I was in a rental car company.
Uh-huh.
I worked in a rental car company. I
No,
was
I'm
not the
saying,
boss.
but if there's something that's going on,
Individuality does not hurt the brand, bro. Individuality.
it depends on who the brand is. If the brand says it hurts the brand, then
I can give you a real I was in corporate America, bro.
no.
In a
I'm
rental car
not
company.
talking about you doing it. I'm talking about somebody being in your business and they saying they working
But
under you,
talking about,
and you
talking
telling
about
them what to do.
hypotheticals, though. I'm talking about real life. This is what I did. I was AB of corporate America.
I know, and you
'Cause
went off and did your own thing, right?
I did. And
Exactly.
and they kept me constantly. I quit, and they brought me back, bro. Like
Exactly, but you went off and did your own thing, right?
always to the day I left.
Right.
with a 1 week notice.
You right.
And I could still go
Not
get
a
that
1 week
job back.
notice.
Not a 2 week. With a 1 week.
But you still like right now. You went off and you started your own because you didn't want to keep living under their umbrella, right?
And I can go back to their umbrella any
Right.
day of the week.
Right, you
Any
can.
day, like
But
But
you're
right.
I feel what you're saying. There is stipulations for being
There
a part
are
of this
requirements.
league.
If you in the
There's rules
NFL,
for
when
being
you
a
got
part of the league.
specialties like AB, you can.
you can, but you got to be
Whatever
still.
you want.
You still have to be prepared for the consequences that come with those specialties. Because a team is still. I think a team is still gonna pick him up because he's Antonio Brown.
Bengals. I called it. I called it right now.
Maybe.
Bengals. Bengals pick them up. Bengals pick them up.
Maybe,
If-
I can
if-
see that.
if-
I can see that. But
I get
a
that.
team is
I'm
going
glad
still
you
going
said
to
that.
pick them up. However, you got to be prepared for the. If you want to run off the field during the game, you want to make a whole scene, take your jersey off, throw it, and piece everybody out while you running. Then you got to be prepared for the consequences that come along. You can't cry
consequences
like,
could be
oh my
better.
God, they doing me so wrong. When you acting all out of character, because there are some players that
I feel what
still
you're saying. I feel
there
what
are
you're
players
saying.
that disagree with the way that the Shield
Folks
and the
is
way
acting.
that the NFL operates, and they move differently. They don't throw their jerseys off in the middle of a game while your team is down, and then piece the crowd and say I'm out of here. They don't do that. Whatever happened on the sidelines, they handle it.
Hey,
Let
put
me-
him on speakerphone.
let me
Hey,
call you
hey, Pastor
back.
Carr, welcome
We
to Real
shooting our
Nonsense.
All right, bro. Why are you
Put him on
answering
speakerphone. Hey, Pastor Carr, welcome to Real Nonsense. How you doing, brother? Amen.
But like you have players that like even Mike Evans. They said Mike Evans was trying to like, hey, chill. We can handle this later. Like this ain't with maturity. We know there's a right place and a right time to do certain things. And
Nah, but at the
even
same
if
time,
he wants,
bro.
so he got the freedom to choose. What
Say folks was
he
feeling-
did exactly
He
that.
kicked him off the team. He told him he was off the team.
But
They be trying to
you
put
played
folks in-
football before.
They be trying to put folks in
You
a
played.
box,
Maybe
bro.
you
They
never
be trying
been
to
put off,
folks
but
in
you
a
know
box.
stuff.
Coach say you off the team.
No, but you know stuff happens on the sideline
This
in the
not
middle of
little
the game.
league game.
No, I
this
know.
isn't a little league game.
No, no.
This is my job.
I
And
know.
Coach Denner just told me
You're
I'm fired.
fired.
I know.
You're
but
fired.
You're fired.
So you mean to tell me in a football game there's not things that have been said that the coach did not mean or you did not mean?
Facts. But this is the NFL,
No, I'm saying
though.
I'm asking. In
the NFL,
in
though.
the adrenaline rush, in the emotion, in the passion, in the physicality, and all of that, you mean to tell
You are
me
still a grown
You
man.
have to believe
Right.
that a
Your words
professional
matter. Right.
football coach has enough professionalism to be like, I'm not going to say that I'm going to
not-
fire him if I don't feel like I want to really fire him.
I'm not saying
You feel
saying
me?
that the
Folks
coach
don't
was.
say that.
I'm not saying that the coach wasn't wrong. I'm not saying that AB was
and
wrong.
it's Bruce Arians. So
I'm not saying that either one was wrong.
So
but-
you fired. Oh. Did I already did the AB
But what
too.
I'm saying is even like the way you handle things and what you do, you gotta be prepared for the consequences, whether they good or bad.
Facts.
It don't matter who was right, who was wrong. There are still gonna be consequences that come from you making that certain decision. And if you make the decision to be like, all right, bet. If you like they said, we know in the history of the NFL, I'm sure AB is not the first person to be told he's fired during a game. I'm 100% sure of that.
Probably not the first, but
He might have been the wrong person to tell.
I guarantee they was all really fired.
Right.
I
right.
guarantee they was all actually fired.
Right.
dog. They was
Right.
all actually fired.
Right.
dog.
But I'm saying
They wasn't not fired
but-
after the game.
Right,
Coach, they
but-
come up to them like, nah, you know we ain't gonna fire you. Nah,
But
boy, who fired for real?
and they also might have been situations where the coach
it
said you was
was.
fired, and it was really in the emotion and the heat of the game, in the heat of the moment, that the coach might have said something because he's angry and he's reacting. Because we didn't all had them coaches like that.
I couldn't see
But-
that in business, bro. We talking about the
But
NFL.
when you but you have, that's why AB is still on the Bucks, because the general manager did
No,
not
he
say
got
yet.
fired. He got
fired
cut.
yesterday?
He got cut. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because I think that a lot of it is because of this whole thing blowing up the way it did. I think had he stayed, and he probably didn't want to be on the Bucks. I think had he stayed in that game, he might not have gone back in the game. The situation would not have blown up to be as big as where it is, because even if Bruce Arians say he fired, he's not actually fired because he's not the general manager. The coach coaches the personnel that the general manager brings in.
That go back.
It's
to
not
being,
it's not until the general
Coach
manager
got
or the
fired?
owner
The
say,
coach got fired?
huh?
Nah.
Okay.
No, but it's not until the owner or the general manager say you no longer on this team that he's actually off the team.
Bro, if the head coach
That don't matter.
tell you
In
fired,
business, like, your supervisor can't come and fire you without your boss saying, no, he ain't.
this is a different dynamic than
How?
actual business.
How?
Rose. This is a different dynamic, bro.
We get some more
Look.
NFL.
Right, this is a different
No, I'm saying-
dynamic.
It's not for
I'm the
long.
head coach of this team. They give the head coach get a say in who play on the team, bro. You can't say that they don't.
The head coach shouldn't. Say,
No, the general
head coach
manager
shouldn't
does.
say that. The head coach should
The-
never
right,
say that.
you're
to
right.
us.
The head coach
Like,
should not say that, and I'm not saying. So y'all arguing the point of Bruce Arians shouldn't have said that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in the position of AB, his responsibility at that time was either I'm finna blow up or I can sit and we can handle this after the game.
So he didn't handle the situation
So-
correctly.
So,
in other
folks,
words.
so
I mean,
have you ever got fired from a job and they fired
I've never been
you?
fired from a job.
You ain't never been fired from a job? You're not black enough. You're not
No, I'm
you
just
ever been
a
fired
good
from a
worker.
job, bro?
Yeah.
Have you ever been fired from a job
Oh yeah, I have been fired.
and,
from
and
a
they
job.
tell you, hey, Jay Clark, you're fired. And you're like, okay.
Thank you, sir.
Let me sit down and work the rest of the day for free.
But no.
Let me just sit on the sideline and make sure everything goes through.
No. But you're not hearing what I'm saying. You're not hearing what I'm saying.
That's not what happened, bro.
So at your job, do you have a supervisor?
Facts.
And
facts,
do they have a supervisor?
facts?
So your immediate supervisor, do they have the power to fire you?
Yes.
Most times, yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Most times, yeah.
Yes.
In corporate structure
Yes.
and job.
They might have to
structure.
double check that with the boss.
They
but-
might get.
but-
they might get a
But
tongue
they
lashing
people
later,
get that.
but-
People get that, bro. A head coach? You're not a supervisor of Walmart. Is different from a head coach of the NFL.
It's different if the defensive coordinator come over to you and say you're off the team. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But head
How?
ball coach.
Facts.
Come over.
How?
How?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Defensive coordinator
The
come up
head-
to you. I'm AB.
I'm
I play
laughing at him.
offense. Right. I play offense. You're off the team, buddy.
Even the offensive coordinator.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm laughing at him.
Nah,
You're not the
excuse me.
head
Shut the
coach.
flip up. Feel me? Look. But if
shut the
head
flip
coach
up.
head coach walk up to me,
That's the
Fine.
dynamic of football.
Um,
If the head ball
ah.
coach tell you he's the drill sergeant,
Facts. facts.
he's the CEO of
They
the
might
field.
No, he's not.
Yes, he-
Of the field, not of the team. He don't.
What's
Bruce
the
Arians don't
difference?
sign AB checks. He don't sign. If I don't see your name on my check,
Have you
you
ever
can't
seen-
fire me.
Have you ever seen the person that actually signs your checks?
Me? Yeah.
Mm.
Have you ever
In real
seen the
life.
person that actually signs your check, bro?
Hell no.
Yeah. I see.
At a job, you've seen the person that actually
Yeah.
signed working in corporate America. Have you ever seen the person that signed your check?
That signed the check, probably not. I seen the closest. I mean,
Well,
in
then again-
The
Chicago,
closest
I mean,
thing
that
I've seen
gets-
the person
the check
to
signed in
give me
St.
the
Louis,
check.
though.
Facts.
But that's going a little too deep into detail because with context, everything is different. So like even when I worked at the hospital, Riverside Medical Center signed my check. That's not a person, so you
But the
can't.
the
but I can go to
context
the
of
building and see.
football
But in the context of football,
head ball coach is
where
president.
no, because even they were so they
Father.
this was a how I noticed is I was watching it on.
You need to
they
go
were
watch
talking
Remember the
about it-
Titans again, man.
No, they were talking about it on ESPN where they were like, he wasn't fired until yesterday. AB wasn't fired until yesterday.
But coach tell you off the team.
Right? No, but he wasn't fired until yesterday.
he wasn't.
Coach tell you
Like
you
I
off the
said,
team.
When- but
What
coach
I-
told
what I-
him.
what I
Coach
just
told
say,
him
bro?
when.
What I just say, bro?
gotta fill the
He
paperwork.
look.
But he wasn't fired until when?
Look, head coach. You're fired.
So who fired him?
I'm head
No,
coach.
no,
Go to
wait.
general manager.
But
Hey, I
wait.
just fired AB,
But wait,
man.
who fired him?
He been doing a lot.
Who fired him? Because if he was fired Sunday, they would have announced that he was fired on Sunday.
Bro, like
Right?
I said.
So why did it
it's
take
change of command,
6
but you can't say that the head coach don't have the authority to be you're off the team. I want him off the team. And the general manager be like, okay, folks off the team.
No, because even when we switch to basketball, and there's a coach that says, "I don't want this player on the team." If you on the team, with the LeBron, no, that's not true. That's not facts. Because when you on the team, like say LeBron James, LeBron James overrides what the coach wants.
Football a different culture than basketball.
I know, but I'm saying it's not true. There's a reason, like I said, that Antonio Brown was not fired until yesterday, and the game was over 4 days ago. Because if he was really fired, they would have announced on Sunday, you fired and you not on the team. They would announce that on Sunday, not yesterday.
Look, this how it went.
What happened was the situation blew up.
I'm gonna tell you, Folk got fired on Sunday.
No, he didn't.
Folk got fired on. I'm gonna tell you.
Then why they just announced it yesterday?
I got you. Folks got fired on Sunday. I'm the coach. Hey man, I walk up after the game. I just had to fire AB. You just seen the crazy shit he did on the field. GM like, all right, let me go talk to some of my supporters, some of my Andrew Griffin.
That's not what happened. That's not what happened.
Monday the first.
But that's not what happened because Monday.
Let's go ahead and have a meeting about this and make sure that we want to fire.
No, let me tell you the timeline of what happened because clearly I don't think you know the facts of the details of what happened. So what happened was Sunday he left.
You're saying I'm just saying real life. Like,
no,
this
I'm telling you what actually happened in this situation.
Go ahead, talk.
So Sunday he left the game.
Fact.
He said his foot was injured or his ankle or something like that. He went to a doctor, got it checked, got an MRI, all of that stuff. The Bucks say on Monday, because he's still not fired, the Bucks say we want you to go check with a doctor that we approve of because he's still on the team. Mm. We want you to go check with a doctor that we approve of, and then we gonna determine how bad your ankle is and see if that was real. That's what happened.
How does that make sense though?
But that's what happened because he's still on the team.
He didn't want to play on Sunday.
He didn't want to play on Sunday because he said his
ankle's hurt and his injury. He was like, I don't want to injure myself more just for some football shit.
Right. That and I mean,
and
that's his choice. That's his choice.
They saying that he chose health over wealth over.
Right, but what happened was this whole spectacle blew up into a huge situation that it only made sense that okay, now we got to let you go because. Had this situation been different and they just had a outburst on the sideline on that team and not it turned into a whole spectacle like where reporters are reporting on it every single day, it wouldn't have went out. I don't think they would have let him go.
So Jay Clark, I'm gonna get a real life. I'm gonna get a real life right now. I'm gonna get a real life. This is how it went down.
No, these are facts. Like
look, I'm the head coach. I'm the head coach. AB walk up. Hey coach, my ankle. That's not it today. I'm in my mind. You been fucking up lately anyway. You ain't gonna play. I'm not gonna play. Motherfucker don't play.
But that's not what happened.
Look. Later on in the game, I didn't realize. Look, I got fired. This motherfucker. Hey, you fired AB. Folks go throw shit off.
That's not what happened.
Look, I'm giving you the real life. Look, I'm giving you the actual.
But it's not what happened.
I'm giving you the actual. Relax.
No, that's what you think. That's what you wanted to happen.
I'm telling you
that's the summary though.
Facts.
Coach told him to go in. He's hurt. He don't want to go in. Coach
but that's not the summary of.
Folks, stop it. Folks, want to go in.
I already wanted to fire you.
Look, he just probably wasn't in his mental. He been wilding anyway. I already need to fire him. Look. You don't feel good? Go get checked. He go get checked. Then the doctor like, man, he get a doctor. You feel me? Doctor of his choosing. Coach don't believe that shit. We should do.
So why if he fired, why continue with it saying you got to go get checked by one of our doctors?
Because GM probably don't want to let him go.
Safe.
Look, GM probably.
So he's not actually fired.
So niggas like you can talk about it.
Facts.
No, look at the
Facts.
Bucks.
No.
Bucks.
No. I'm not saying that the Bucks. See, I'm not saying that the Bucks are right. I'm saying in this situation, or that Antonio Brown is wrong. I'm not saying that he wrong because he had a choice. If he don't want to go in the game, he don't have to. But at the same time, you got to be prepared for the consequences that come after that. Because even in that, just because the coach says you're fired, Antonio Brown still has a contract. No matter what, there's still a contract that's going to override what the coach says. My contract and what we have agreed to overrides your feelings right now. That's how business works.
Coach.
If
There might be a clause in there that-
hey, look, wait, what's the clause game?
Somebody
There
has
might be
to.
a clause in there.
To our
And there may be a
discretion.
clause in there.
Look,
We don't know the contract.
to staff discretion. Look,
No.
look, are you
Nigga, they are not the
are you
police.
performing
It's
to
about-
our discretion?
Somebody can.
But and there might have been a clause in there. We don't know. But if he was really fired, they would not have made him go see a doctor on Monday because he was fired on Sunday. When you fired from a job, you don't go back and they say, "Hey, we want you to go through this such and such."
They was trying to save face. They knew he wasn't. Gonna
No,
go
they
see
was
a
trying to.
doctor.
They was trying to.
Stop it,
They
they
were
ain't-
still.
They
He was
knew
still
he
on
wasn't gonna
contract.
Go see no doctor that they was gonna recommend.
But he
Facts.
did. But he was still
He
on.
went and saw the doctor.
Yeah, he was still on contract.
What the doctor say?
Facts.
What the doctor
He
say?
was, but he was still on contract.
What the doctor say?
I don't know.
Doctor probably hit him with that. You really good, to be honest. I don't
maybe.
feel
Look,
good.
see,
Look,
like,
Players can't. That's another conversation.
But
don't
like
know.
I we can't sit here and speculate. Let me tell you what really. But what actually happened was Antonio Brown made a decision, and now he has to, like, whether it's good or bad. It might have been worth it to run off the field. It might have been worth it to, like, I don't want to deal with this Bucs team no more. It might have been worth it. So for him, it was a good thing because he got cut loose from a team he didn't want to be on anyway. So and that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he was wrong in running off the field. I'm saying he might have been planning this the whole time. Like, I'm gonna quit this team.
But you just
So
you,
let me-
you just made a statement earlier saying that folks might be mentally ill off of doing that.
I
So
still
now
think
he planning it the whole time
for
and being mentally ill?
For years, he still is, but like that doesn't mean he crazy or that he can't function or that he like. You can have a mental illness and still function, just like people alcoholics and still function. And I'm not comparing mental illness to alcoholism, but at the same time, I'm saying that majority of people, like the dude that beat his girlfriend up, was a few
But
months
if I have a outburst like that for me to plan an outburst like that, wouldn't that?
I'm saying,
Wouldn't
what would
that be-
mental illness be? I guess we
Facts.
can't label it. But
I don't know.
Facts.
I'm not a. I can't
Expressiveness,
diagnose.
Facts.
I can't diagnose him
Being
because
loud.
I'm not a doctor. But I mean, because he's a football. It's not because even of this one incident. It's his. I mean, you got something there because I mean, people get there. I do think people get attacked in the NFL, like a Cam Newton and stuff like that. But even Cam Newton, and for as long as he's been in the league, he don't got nothing of this magnitude where every team he on blow up. Every single team he on, like, it ends in a bad way. That tells me that the seed, there's something wrong. If the same situation happened with every team you own, every single team you go to, you leave it in a bad way. What does that mean? The Steelers, the Patriots, the Raiders, the Bucks.
Doing something you don't want to do, but he's getting
But what is that? If the situation is the
He's
same, if the situation is following you, that means it's not the situation, it's you.
Or it's the situation.
Or it's the situation.
He might not be. He don't want to play football.
He might not want to play football no more. Then stop playing football and stop blowing up on everybody around you.
But he's collecting millions of dollars while doing it.
Right.
But they keep paying him. He's that good that they keep paying him.
Right. Absolutely. I
To
agree.
put on this charade, and now everybody talking about AB again.
I
This is
agree.
great for his brand.
I agree because he dropped a song right after all of this stuff happened.
Like
I agree,
he's
but
toying with the NFL, and I think it's great, honestly, because
Yeah.
the NFL is a $1 trillion business when it's all said and done.
Right.
Like
absolutely. I mean, they don't care about us. We
when
we
people,
know that.
when people toy with the NFL, like Kaepernick is doing, making
But they
millions,
not-
millions of dollars off of
but-
slandering them. Great, awesome.
But I don't think they're I don't think Antonio Brown is toying with them because one of the things. I mean, the NFL still gonna be the NFL.
Yeah,
Like, and they still gonna make trillions of dollars.
Mhm.
Where Antonio Brown, 5 years from now, he not gonna be making millions of dollars playing football.
playing football.
He
Like,
might be
he
making
doesn't
millions of
even- he
dollars.
doesn't wanna play
Period.
football.
Right. He might not be making. He might be making millions of dollars. Period.
Y'all
But
heard
he
that
won't be
song?
making it. From
I heard that
Maximizing-
song he
he's
dropped.
maximizing his
Was it good?
spotlight.
Did you listen to it?
Y'all heard that song he dropped?
It was probably. Was it weak?
Nah, I'm finna look.
I don't see him as I don't see him as an artist.
Look, hold on, bro. I gotta look that up.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, every
Come on, look that up-
every
look it up
time.
on
No,
Apple
nigga,
News.
you look it up.
You
He said he
said-
telling me to come on,
You
man.
said it bump.
Like, if every team that man is on and it ends this way, I think it's him. It's got to be him.
Well, yeah, it's definitely him. It's not his environment. I can admit that, but I think it's just a matter of he don't want to play ball no more, and he just collecting coins on his way out, maximizing his spotlight.
But
Folks drop.
I mean,
Is
rap
that good or
songs.
bad? I don't know, but
that's for him to
he
decide. Like,
making money off doing it, whatever the hell.
and it's, I mean, he really, because his contract wasn't for a lot.
It's a lot. Shit,
His contract was like $1 million something.
bro, to play ball, to
That's
come to
not
like
practice
he
3 days a week.
But
Show up on
imagine, imagine if he were working within the system and performing at the level that he does.
he already got his big bag. He
Not really.
He was getting over big bag at Steelers, bro. When he,
He-
was first coming
he
out.
got
popular, but
He got a decent bag, but it wasn't nowhere near the bag that he could have now.
Mm.
If he were to, all right, even if I don't want to do this, I'm gonna perform how they want me to perform and do what I need to do to get out of here,
He
get as
always-
much as I
he
can.
always perform. He's a matter of acting right. He's one of them people that just
Right.
He's gonna express himself and do what he want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You can't put him in a box and tell him how to walk. And
Facts.
he's not Jerry Rice. He's not Tim Duncan.
I mean,
Allen Iverson.
right,
You know what
but
I'm saying?
look at,
Kyrie.
I mean,
Them good boys.
but look at the,
He's not
them
one of
good
them.
boys.
but look at the consequences of. I mean, Allen Iverson, he got a decent deal with Reebok, I guess. I don't know how true it is that he got the $60 million or whatever, however much it is, but he didn't like if the purpose is to make money. Iverson didn't make nearly as much money as he could have.
Purpose is to express yourself.
What's that man net worth right now?
Purpose is to be free. No amount of money
It's a
can.
little dream.
No amount of
live
money
what you
can
was
replace
chasing.
freedom of expression.
Yeah, but you can is neither because you
I
with
can
the
always
millions.
make
you
back
can.
millions, though.
With the millions, you get a lot of freedom.
You can
Fact.
replace millions. You can go get more. You can never go get freedom again. You can never go get
Yes, you
expression
can.
again.
The slaves did
If
it.
you give it up, nah. The slaves did it.
What did he say?
What?
They became free.
Hey,
They
hey,
weren't-
wow.
They got their freedom.
You know it's
People born
crazy,
slaves
bro.
they died slaves.
No, I'm talking about the
Facts.
people that ran. They got their freedom.
Bro, they
They
got their
came
freedom
back.
at the
But
cost of their
that's
lives.
that's
man.
really going down a rabbit hole of what. What's Iverson?
He's talking about the slaves, did it?
Iverson.
Yeah, was crazy.
Now you get your freedom for dollars, my boy.
Nah.
Couldn't never do that.
No, but you do a
I
job.
have, though. I
Well,
have,
actually, we
I
do
have,
it all the time.
I have though.
We do it. We do it on a daily basis.
I went to the service. I went to the service, bro.
How?
Working.
Facts.
That's what we do. When you got to go and take a car somewhere, you giving up your time at that moment to go and serve somebody else for money.
Freedom though. That's not.
But you don't
I'm
have the
talking about
freedom to go
expression.
if you
I'm
gotta
talking about-
deliver a car somewhere, or if you have to be somewhere at a certain time,
Mhm.
you give up that time in that moment, meaning you're not free anymore,
You don't have the freedom to do
and
shit.
you can't you can't just be like, hey, I'm not coming. At least you can't do that and still have a business.
Oh, so it's the hell I can.
You
That's
can't
a
do that.
choice.
You can, but you can't do that and have a business. You can't have your cake and eat it too. So like, and even growing a business like me being here, I give up an hour of my time to record something for somebody else. That's giving up my freedom for money.
You only
That's
work an
what we
hour a
do
day
for
right now?
work, huh?
I said, you only working an hour a day?
No.
I'm gonna say, boy, you lying now. I know the business boom. You got new lights around this motherfucker. All
about
this
new
brand new
lights.
shit.
No, but that's
I
what we
feel
do.
you.
It's not necessarily slavery. It don't have to be from one extreme to the other.
You brought up slavery
Facts, you
twice
did.
now.
No, I'm saying,
Twice.
I'm
Hey,
saying,
hey,
like,
he's-
it doesn't
he's
have
one
to
of
be.
those. He's one of those.
It doesn't have to be from one extreme to the other. Like you do give up your freedom for dollars. Like everybody does it
Facts.
on a day. Like people that go and clock in at work.
Facts.
You give up your freedom to be there and make money. Cause you can't.
That's making less and less sense to me nowadays.
Don't agree
Though.
with
I'm
that.
not gonna fly.
You said what?
I don't agree with this.
What, that you go to
That's
clock
making
in?
less and less sense to me nowadays, bro. Clock
Yeah,
into a
and,
clock,
I mean,
bro.
but you even still have to make the mean. If you don't want to do it, you still have to do something to like.
Making
If we want to go deep, it's biblical. like that we will have to work until we die.
If a man
no matter
don't
what
work,
we do,
he don't eat.
Right. No matter what we do, and that go all the way back to the beginning. This was one of our punishments. Like we will always have to work, no matter even if our money is working for us, we're still working in some capacity.
Dang, that's crazy, bro.
So like we will always have to work until the day we die.
You said it's one of the punishments?
Yeah, that's one of the punishments of the original fall of man. That's what God told us. Like you gonna have to. Basically, ours was that we was gonna have to work forever.
That's weak as hell, man.
And the woman's was childbirth. They were experience pain in childbirth, and they always gonna try to overthrow a man and stuff like that.
That's weak as hell.
But like that, so we always gonna have to work. It depends on how you look at it, like and what you do for a job. Because of course, some jobs are a lot better than others, and some offer more freedom, but you still don't necessarily have a freedom. Like, what is freedom? Is it you choosing for real?
True, that's a good.
What is
question.
freedom? What is it?
Good
You
ass
choosing to give your time to something,
Nah.
or is it you just deciding whatever you want to do?
Willingly, I would say. Willingly. Not. I don't want to. One of my big goals is no obligatory work. So I don't want to do anything that I feel obligated to do. But that come with like ebbs and flows, because some days you feel obligated, some days you don't.
Right.
You know.
Right. So do you have freedom,
I do.
or do you just have more freedom than you used to have?
I think what it is, bro, is that I have choices. You feel me?
Right.
So not even like, I think, cause even having a conversation of, if God know everything, how do we have freedom? How do we have choices if God already has planned out the whole universe, how times is gonna go? But I will answer that question saying this: if I have an infinite amount of choices, bro, and God just know the outcome of those choices, that means at the end of the day, the choice is still mine. But He know every road though, so it's like that's what I would consider my freedom, bro. That's why to still have a choice at the end of the day, no matter if I got a choice between two things or 2,000 things.
Mm-hmm.
You got a choice to go to work or not, too.
Facts.
Right.
Even if you obligated.
Right.
But like bro said, those choices come with consequences.
Yeah. Because
And-
he got a choice to if he want to not ever go to his job again,
I
he
can
don't
do
have to. He could do that. But he ain't gonna have that job no more.
Facts.
And he gotta
So
replace that job with something else.
Facts.
So even back to the Antonio Brown situation, like, yeah, if he want to run off the field and do that stuff, by all means, he has every right and every freedom to do that. Now, you can't get shocked when the team now says, okay, you fired, because you're acting outside of what we call work here. So now you got to go on and you got to find your other team. So you can't we can't get shocked like, oh my God, I can't believe they fired him or they did him like is it a little bogus? Yeah, maybe. Even we don't even know all of this.
I don't think anybody's surprised he got cut because he walked off the field. They fired him after he quit. Like,
but and that what I even
cool,
like
guys.
back to what I was saying. Like there could have been. He could have handled it differently, and he might have still been on the team today. He might have still
got cut from the team, then quit, then got fired. That was the order of events.
Right,
Coach
exactly.
cut-
So did
coach
you
cut him
actually?
from the
So
team.
did you actually get cut? Because that was the big thing that ESPN was
You
like.
can get
Head
cut-
coaches
you can get cut without getting fired.
Head coaches can't cut from the team. Head coaches, they can't. That's not head coaches coach. They don't decide. They decide personnel who's in the game. And AB, he may not play, but he's still gonna be on the team because the general manager of the team decides you still are an employee of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Not the head coach. The head coach, his responsibility is to coach, not to decide you not on the team, you on the team, you not on the team. That's why they have positions of a general manager.
Unless there's a clause. Because AB is a problem player. You bring it in.
Right, unless
if
there's
coach got a problem with him and he say, you're going,
You're gone.
and he knows
But that's
that's
not-
in his
but-
contract.
but
I need
we
you to
know-
understand this, AB buddy.
But I'm saying
We're gonna give you a chance, man. But if you can't perform, you can't do what we need you to do. You gotta get out of here.
Get out of here.
right.
Look,
but,
if Bob's having a problem with you, you're gone.
right,
You're gone, man.
But even I can guarantee you, what's the name is getting a lot of flack
Who that?
The
BA?
coach. Oh yeah,
Of course.
from the general manager, because they probably like, nigga, you messed up our money, like, because ain't no telling what they had to pay him for them to release him from this contract. Like,
Yeah.
you messed us up. So now you only got we ain't re-signing you.
Bet you they re-sign him.
They may not. I don't know.
Pretty good ball coach.
Facts.
They may not. But
runs a tight ship.
but
Clearly.
like
But
even
you're right though. They probably was on his bump a little bit. Like, you kind of messed his ordeal up for us.
yeah, because
Going out your body a little
had
bit.
you not been in your feelings and said, "Hey, you fired such and such," then you probably would have. AB still would have been on the team.
Facts.
Had you not had your little blow up moment or whatever.
Stop. He instantly. It's fucking pansy ass players. Back in my day, my
Right.
coach said you fired. You can spit
Because
on.
he don't say nothing to
walk
AB. AB still sitting on the sideline. He just mad until the next time he got to go in and play.
Facts.
If he don't say nothing.
But AB was.
But-
Baby ended up still playing that game. Talking about he was hurt though. He wild.
No, that happens all the time. Man, players, especially professional sports, players always play with injuries. Like, and some of them have different tolerance for pain level. And that's why I'm like, even my sons, I wouldn't let them play because the culture of football is dangerous, like,
Facts.
to your body.
Facts.
Like, the culture of football is you tough and you play through anything.
You got cortisone
Even if
shots?
you said what?
You said you ever got one of them cortisone shots?
I ain't never played, dude. I ain't never been hurt.
Dangerous,
though.
boy.
Like,
I
no,
mean,
and
Sounds
right, it is.
dangerous, boy.
But the culture
That
of,
should've
I
make you
remember
not feel
first
anything
play.
at all.
First play in my high school career,
Mhm.
one dude broke his arm. My response to him was tough it up and suck it up and get back in the game.
Yeah, you sound crazy too.
But I mean, I didn't know his arm was broken. He just was like, my arm hurt. But I was like, man, it's football. Toughen up.
Nah, fuck that.
Toughen up.
Yeah, I said,
You
bro,
mean to
you
tell me
good?
you ain't never told nobody
Bro,
that said, hey man, my
Bro,
knee or something
I
bothers
played-
me.
my
I played a lot of
homie, bro.
football.
I never forget my first sophomore year playing at football, bro. My homie Willis. He was playing free safety.
Corey Willis or younger bro.
White dude.
Yeah.
Younger, probably younger
Jacob
brother.
Willis.
I seen that boy get like 4 picks in a game.
Yeah, folks go crazy. Folks go crazy,
he was
bro.
nice.
Jacob Willis, bro. I never forget. First play of the game, I'm finna run down. We playing defense. They going down to go ball recovery or whatever. Folks, I don't know how the hell he fell, but he got helmet to ankle. His foot did this. Look,
Yo.
foot was on. I swear for the Lord, bro. His foot was on other side of leg. No back, turned in opposite direction, bro.
Ugh.
I say, folks.
I'm not talking about the obvious stuff, and I'm gonna say this
That's
when we're gonna be done.
crazy.
But I'm not talking about the obvious stuff. I'm talking about, like, I was watching a game the other day, and a player got hit hard. Boom! It was just a hard hit, and he was laying on the ground like and the coaches was like basically calling him to come out because basically he got popped, and he was embarrassed that he got popped, so he got back up and was like, "No, I'm good," knowing that hit probably gave him a concussion. But to toughen up and be in the culture of football, like, no, I'm good. Like, yeah, I just got to shake that hit off. That's dangerous.
That's just showing no weakness.
Toughness.
To the
That's
other team.
Exactly. That's
that mental
that's
stuff.
that's team, though.
and that's my point. That's why football is dangerous because, yeah, to us, we see that as minor. Like, that's normal. That's regular. That's dangerous because maybe that hit not affecting you right now, but it might in the morning. It might in 5 years. It might in 10 years.
It's definitely up to other players and coaches.
Because I know both of y'all, because I still do. I know both of y'all got injuries or little kinks like, dang, I messed such and such up in
Look.
high school. Right,
Working on
exactly.
that right now.
'Cause my left knee.
To answer your question, I've never encouraged a teammate to go back in a game. I thought he was.
No, I'm saying not obvious stuff. Like if you see somebody like they whole arm bent behind their back and you like, get back in the game. No, I'm not talking about
But
that.
if it's like because in football,
We see injuries happen.
Nah, because it's that type of culture. If somebody says something about something,
The homies would be like, "Damn."
Yeah,
you might wanna go
no,
like,
but I'm
for
saying
real.
the normal stuff of like the example I gave with the player, like you got hit. It was a hard hit, and the mindset of I just got to get up and shake it off. No, you go sit down.
Bro, we
Like,
should have knew that football was
But that's
dangerous
that's
after
when it
the
comes to the other
games, though.
players and coaches. You can't put on the individual to take care of itself necessarily.
Think
in
about
that
how your
situation.
body-
No,
was feeling
and that's what I'm
after the
saying. The
game,
culture of
bro.
football is dangerous. That's what I'm not the individual. I'm saying the culture of it, of just shake it off and get back in there. That's dangerous. Of even, like you said, after the game, the next
Like
morning,
my whole body, would be
whole
hurting.
body
Like,
aching.
Football,
you gotta
just,
think.
football culture is not dangerous. Football is just dangerous. Football.
That's what I'm
overall,
saying.
Football is dangerous, not the culture. You know, well,
so
because you make it sound like it's the mindset or something. It's just the
Right.
game itself is dangerous. It's not that the game is dangerous.
right. So it makes the culture dangerous as well, right? Because the
I
well,
don't know.
that was it.
Hey, it's your boy PGE, and it's been another episode of Real Nonsense.
This nigga think he the host.
Look, I had to.
I'm JC, Jay Clark. Appreciate y'all.
For sure.